What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we need to talk about this super easy event that dropped a couple days ago. Really meant to drop this a few days ago, but for whatever reason, scheduling reasons, it didn't happen. But if you're still having trouble with this, I love this team. This team is great. So, obviously, we are led by the Super Saiyan Vegeta, and if you didn't know, essentially, Vegeta family units give you a major boost here. That means we have an almost 200% boost. So we will get essentially triple the rewards, which is really nice. Remember, 100%, you get double the rewards. So we'll essentially get triple the rewards here, more or less. It's not guaranteed, but the percentage is so high, I'm pretty much hedging my bets on it. So let's introduce the team, because this team is actually pretty awesome. We obviously have the King Vegeta. Since our other Int Vegeta leads Pure Saiyans, we need a Pure Saiyans team. And he does stun, but he's only a one-turn stunner, so he's not great. I do have this AGL Vegeta, who is a two-turn stunner with his SA. But even though he's AGL, he tends to be really, really rock solid here. The only downside is if my AGLs get hit with a special, we are kind of messed up. But I'm not worried about that, only because we also have Kid Vegeta, who is AGL, but also a two-turn stunner. So between those two, we should be able to get this set up so that we are just kind of stun locking him every single time. Now, the downside here is that it is only a 50% chance to stun, but each one should do, because we have set up with multi-attack, should, in a perfect world, do 2 turns each time. So that gives us each turn a 75% chance to stun, which is a really high probability to stun. So combine that with the likelihood that Goku is going to special attack, you should be all right. Now, I'm running this guy just for funsies. He hasn't been a problem yet. In fact, he produces a decent amount of damage. He's just more there as a fun unit that I like to use from time to time. Now, finally, this unit was a big question mark for me. They are strengths, so they're kind of neutral here. They're not preferred. They're not, degraded at all. But I wasn't sure if this was a Pure Saiyans unit because it's obviously Trunks and Vegeta, and it swaps out to Trunks in the middle of the fight. But if you go down here, they are Pure Saiyans. Now, I know you guys are going to get on to me for not having these units at level 10. And I'll be honest with you guys, I don't. Because I have not focused on my free-to-plays. I've been focusing on DFEs and LRs and things like that. Why would I waste orbs or keys on these units when an event like this comes along and I can level them here? So let's just jump in and let's do this event real fast. Let's knock this out. So, first things first, I am not auto-running this. You can auto-run it, but I found that the success rate with auto-running isn't as reliable. So I am going to manually run this. Now, we do have this Vegeta in the front, and I am going to feed him up. I want him to get a super. Now, I will say I have found more success with my Kid Vegeta build than this Vegeta build, but both tend to work pretty well. It's just a matter of preference. It really doesn't matter, though, in the end. I'm going to give him some orbs, and I'm going to knock down that those Int Spheres for Vegeta next time. Now, of course he's going to open up with a super. That's fine. Vegeta will defend. The downside to the way this is playing out right now is I do not have a stunner on the next turn unless King Vegeta is there. So if we mess up the stun here, hopefully we get the stun there. The good news is, though, first dude's got a 75% chance to stun. Next dude's got a 75% chance to stun. That does not... Remember, that's 50% each turn. But that comes out to be like an 80, almost 90% chance to stun in the end. So it's not guaranteed, but it is what it is. Ooh, and Kid Vegeta did not get his second attack. But we didn't get the stun off, so that's great news. He got a secondary attack, but it was not a super attack. That's depressing. All right, but he is stunned, so that's the great news. I'm going to go ahead and put him on the end, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll feed up Vegeta. We'll just give some random orbs to King Vegeta. And we do need to heal, so I'm going to give those AGL spheres to him. And we'll kind of just let them do their thing. Now, in a perfect world, I would have an Int Super Saiyan Vegeta and a stunner on each rotation. We don't have that right now. So what we're going to have to deal with here is the simple fact that we kind of have to bounce kind of back and forth. Now, the good news is, next turn we pretty much are set up. So all I've got to do is rotate them off to the end. I can swap them out. I guess I will. Question is, am I going to save some orbs for them, but I don't really have an option otherwise here? Let's do that. That's a good amount of healing, and if I need those AGL spheres for Vegeta, I can do that. All right, so the goal here would be for Vegeta to just kind of like work in an offense and defense role, and then let Kid Vegeta do the stunning. That would be the perfect situation here. If he flubs the stun, then I'm kind of up the creek, but let's see how this works out. Remember, he's got a 50% chance on this attack, and he should get a secondary attack with a 50% chance. So 75% chance. Let's see what happens here. Oh, he got a third attack. No wonder I like him so much. Downside is he didn't get a special. So he's just kind of eating damage right now. All right, go Trunks. Okay, good damage out of Trunks. Trunks just has to basically eat this attack, and we'll be fine. All right. Now comes the downside. I definitely need... I need those AGL spheres for the healing. Yeah, I really don't have a choice in the matter. We'll drop that down. That leaves some spheres open, but still a lot of spheres for the heal there. I think that heal is significantly more important at this point. And we'll drop that down. That'll be good right there. And that leaves some spheres next time for some healing and some and building up supers. Now, if this Vegeta this turn doesn't get his stun off, that is just the most atrocious luck ever. But we should be fine. Once again, each turn I'm betting these guys have at least a 75% chance. And I completely forgot that Kid Vegeta actually had a third potential attack in his belt. So there we go. We got the stun. So now next turn he'll be stunned, and then hopefully the Kid Vegeta will get the stun, and then we'll keep him stun locked. In a perfect world, we've got 3 stunners on the team. We should keep him stun locked from the start, but you know, it's not a perfect world. All right. So a little bit of healing here. And actually a good bit of healing there. And it doesn't really matter what I give him, but we'll give him that orb too. And we should be good. Okay. Now with Goku stunned, Vegeta can just kind of go ham. And then Kid Vegeta, hopefully we'll get the stun back. So then next turn, we just juggle him with the stun. Actually, you know what? This is probably it. Didn't matter if we stunned or not. We just won. So there you guys go. I adore this team. Now, the team did kind of not do their job, but that is unfortunately the reality of it. But you see, like, if everything goes perfectly, it works great. Even if everything doesn't go perfectly, it still works great. I love this team. So, what team are you using? Let me know in the comments as always. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll be back with more coming up real soon.